this assessment asks us to design an extraction scheme to separate the amine N,N-dimethyl-aniline from the neutral nonpolar compound naphthalene. Now, to set this up, we're imagining a situation where we have compound R, which is going to represent naphthalene, and RNH2, which is going to represent our amine. We have both of these dissolved in ether, an organic solvent. This extraction scheme is going to take advantage of the fact that the solubility of a compound changes when it's protonated compared to when it's neutral. And so what we're going to do first is we're going to take this sample in ether and we're going to add HCl and water. Essentially, we're adding an acid. By acidifying it, we're going to protonate the amine, make it a charged molecule, and because water's present, we'll now end up with a biphasic mixture where we have water on the bottom, and in water will be our protonated ammonium ion, existing as the ammonium chloride. Up on the top, our ether layer will now have only our neutral naphthalene compound, here represented as R. At this point, we can now do a separation, giving us compound R dissolved in ether only, and the ammonium chloride dissolved in water. They're separated at this point, but they're not pure. This one is going to be the easiest to pure because we can simply evaporate the ether to give us pure compound R. It's a little bit more tricky what we're going to do over here. We now have the ammonium chloride separated, but remember our goal was to separate and have the amine, right? We wanted the amine as being the pure compound. And so what we'll do here is we now want to neutralize this. So we're going to add sodium hydroxide to neutralize our ammonium chloride solution, and we're going to add ether. What's that going to do? Well, that's going to regenerate our neutral amine, giving us, once again, a biphasic mixture where ether is on the top. Our neutral amine will now be in the organic layer, and water will represent only the bottom layer. So this top layer is ether and has the amine dissolved in it. We can now separate our two layers. Our ether layer, our amine in our ether layer, plus our water layer. We don't have to do anything with that. And now we can simply evaporate our ether layer just as we did earlier, and we have our amine compound separated. Now you'll note that we did this reaction using RNH2 to represent our amine. This particular tertiary amine has 3 alkyl groups, but RNH2 kind of reveals to us that this can be done for any amine, whether it's primary, secondary, or tertiary.